What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer A Day with TK. It is a beautiful day here in Pristina, Kosovo, and I am at the Urban GAstro Lounge, getting ready to check out a new beer. Now, I have the headphones in because it's a little loud in here with music and other customers, so I'm hoping it helps with the audio. So the beer I'm going to try today is called Grembeer, Grembeer Pilsner. Now, this is a microbrewery here in Klina, Kosovo. I had this beer maybe 5 years ago when I was here, and I just saw it today and looked it up on Untappd, and there's still only been 81 check-ins in all this time. So really cool beer to be able to find and do a video on. Now, unfortunately, I can't find a bottle of it, but I did find it on draft over at this awesome little establishment. Now, this comes in 5% ABV, and this is described as a German Pilsner. On Untappd, it gets a 3.14, but there's only 81 check-ins, and probably one of them was me many years ago. Beer Advocate, obviously, with that small of a sample size on Untappd, you're not going to find it on Beer Advocate, so it's an NA. So this is what the beer looks like. I just had it poured. Unfortunately, there's no Grembeer glasses, so it's in the Paya glass, and this is a 0.5 half a liter serving size. So we'll start off with the color. If you look, it's got a beautiful golden color. It's like a nice dark gold. Really inviting looking beer. Had a nice big thick white head on it until I let it sit here while I was rambling. As far as the smell, let's give it a sniff. It smells good. I mean, the smell on this, you pick up some like herbal, kind of like floral smells on it. Maybe a little bit of like a crackery malt, but it smells pretty solid. I will say this, in Kosovo, most of the beers that you tend to get are kind of like macro Euro lagers. So when I did the Paya one the other day, Paya was a brewery back when it was Yugoslavia, and I drove by the place. It was massive, huge establishment. Then you have Skopsko and you have Lashko and some of these others, but they're all, I don't know, they're all kind of similar Euro lagers. So it's nice to try something that's produced at a smaller scale and, you know, maybe a little bit different. So let's give it a taste. Cheers. First things first, the body on this, I would say it's like medium light. Today, it's probably about 90 degrees. It's been in the mid-90s all week, so I've been absolutely dying. So it's a little warm in here. They got the fans on, but this tastes pretty good. I mean, the body's a little bit on the lighter side, but I don't think it distracts from it whatsoever. Now, as this is supposed to be a German style pils, I'd expect to get some little bit of dryness, a little bit of crispness to it, and it definitely comes through with that. Up front, I think initially you get some sweet malt. I don't know, it's kind of like a nice bready taste to it. It's not too sweet, because I'm not a fan of sweet things. I tend to go maybe more towards sour than sweet, but you definitely get a little bit of sweet bready malt, and then I think it's kind of counterbalanced by a decent little bit of hoppiness. Now, I couldn't find anything on IBUs on this beer, and when I went to the Grembeer site, unfortunately, I think the whole thing was in Albanian. Maybe later I'll try to translate it, but I wasn't able to do it right now, so, you know, is what it is. I'm kind of going blind there. I was hoping to see they'd have some information or stats, but ABV, I could find that, but I couldn't find anything to do with IBUs. So, you know, is what it is. Now, the one thing I'll say is you do definitely get a little bit of hoppiness. And it's almost strange. It's not like a straight bitter hop. It's more like a, I don't know, it almost tastes like a tiny bit sweet and creamy, and then you get like the bitterness at the end. But it's not like a bitter burn when you drink it. It's just there at the top of your palate, like the roof of your mouth. And I think it works nicely with the sweetness. So I'd probably say it's a tiny bit more sweet than hoppy, but whatever the combination is, it works well. So for me, Grembeer Pils, this is a big hit. I'm, you know, really thrilled to be able to try some of the smaller breweries in Kosovo, and these guys knocked it out of the park. So a big thumbs up on this day, this warm day here in Pristina, capital city of Kosovo, and I look forward to drinking a few more of these. Hey, till next time, cheers.